Welcome back to $10,000 SOXL Trader Challenge. This is the recap for trading week 8. Weekly overview. This week, major stock indices, as represented by QQQ and VOO, entered a phase of sideways consolidation, resulting in scarce trading signals. Only one trade was executed throughout the week, which again highlights our strategy's core discipline. No forced entries without a high probability signal. Although this single trade resulted in a small loss, the entire execution process fully adhered to the system's rules, and the risk was strictly controlled within its expected threshold. Weekly net change. -$85.01. Ending net assets. $10,272.16. Weekly return. -0.82%. Based on a starting net asset value of $10,357.17. Trade replay and execution review. The only trade this week occurred on Tuesday, September 30th, with both entry and exit triggered by the system's preset conditions. Trade details. Entry time: 10:28 a.m. Bought 299 shares of SOXL at 34.6250. Exit time: 11:19 a.m. Sold at 34.3407. Hold time: approximately 51 minutes. Result: -$85.01. Reflections and takeaways. The value of execution. When intraday momentum failed to follow through, the system decisively triggered a stop loss, containing the loss within an acceptable single trade limit. This was an effective risk management action, which is just as important as any profitable trade. Patience as an edge. The remaining 4 days of the week were no trade days. This was not inactivity, but rather an active choice to avoid low-quality, uncertain market environments. This patience preserved our capital and mental energy for clearer opportunities ahead. Index and sector analysis. The market took a pause this week after its recent rally, with major indices trading in a narrow range at high levels, awaiting new directional catalysts. QQQ, Nasdaq 100 Index. The week saw a tug-of-war around the 600 level, indicating a temporary balance between bulls and bears as the market digests its gains and looks ahead to key economic data. VOO, S&P 500 Index, showed a similar pattern to QQQ, consolidating at highs and reflecting broader market caution. Impact on SOXL. In such a directionless market, SOXL's high beta nature amplified its intraday volatility and increased trading risk. Our system's decision to stay on the sidelines for most of the week was a reasonable response from our strategy to this market environment. Weekly news flow. On the macro front, the market's focus was on the U.S. government shutdown and the upcoming jobs report. Government shutdown. In the latter half of the week, the U.S. government officially entered a partial shutdown. While the market showed resilience in the initial days, the duration of the shutdown and its potential economic impact added a layer of uncertainty. Fluctuating rate expectations. Market sentiment swung between hopes for a rate cut and concerns that rates would remain higher for longer. Optimism about a potential rate cut was present early in the week, but by Friday, concerns over a strong jobs report began to dampen sentiment. Quantitative trading summary. Win rate: 0%. Weekly P&L: -$85.01. Average hold time: approximately 51 minutes per trade. Closing and outlook. Looking ahead, the market's primary focus will be on digesting the non-farm payrolls report and reassessing the Federal Reserve's interest rate path. Market focus. A strong jobs report could weaken expectations for a rate cut, potentially putting short-term pressure on rate-sensitive sectors like technology. QQQ and SOXL outlook. Whether QQQ can hold the 600 level will be critical. A break below could signal a deeper market correction, while holding this level might lead to continued consolidation. SOXL's price action will closely follow QQQ, with amplified volatility. This week's trading reflected the idea that less is more. In a complex market, disciplined risk management and patient waiting are cornerstones for achieving long-term, stable growth. If this weekly recap was helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe. See you next week.